أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. It's so sad the condition that the original people who live here are in. The parents put them in school, and the school just trained them to be slaves. You know, they trained to just get a job in the service industry, serving all the white people who took over their land and people, the resources and everything. Is sad, but you know, I see change, I see progress there. Like Hawaii is made up of islands, and each island is like a county in the state of Hawaii. So it's like these the white people come. It's like two people who own all the resources on this island, and they want to get rid of like the commission for the entire island and make it a group of communities, you know, which is going on across the country. You know, it's giving the control back to the people who are the original owners, you know, and it's basically water. They reroute the water to irrigate all these farms and then process it and import it back to the people, just like in Africa, you know. But the people want community control of the water, you know, instead of just this big company. You can look it up. It's called Mahipono, Mahipono, and it's basically one man who just owns everything, and he's trying to get like a renewed contract on his company for the next 30 years. This is crazy the way these white people think, you know, and the people who have been here for who knows how long have to buy their own water. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the government is telling people, from what I've seen, about the former leader. He's on the front page now, but he died, you know, and it's really sad because you know, from what I've seen, whenever a person is assassinated, it's because they were a good, just leader, you know. But and the prime minister in England was like Trump, you know, just crazy, and he resigned. So now they're like trying to see who's gonna be the next leader in the UK, the prime minister. And it's just crazy, the upheaval that the world is in, but the white man doesn't want us to know, you know. And they're having a spelling bee for senior citizens, the Kapuna, having a spelling bee. So it's like kapunaspellingbee.com. I don't know if you have to be a resident of Hawaii, probably, but the winner gets a ticket like anywhere. Some airline flies round trip, 2 round trip tickets anywhere, you know. The winner, so we can spell. I think it's so cute, you know. I like old people, you know, like I like babies and black girls, you know. I like old black women too. Let me get my notebook because I haven't even got through the whole paper, but it's getting better, you know. They're starting to charge me now. I used to be able to get it for free, but I guess since I'm going and getting it every day, they like, I know where I could get it somewhere else. You know, it just depends on how badly I want the paper, which is usually pretty bad. You know, every day. I remember those notes. It feels so cool to be like doing the news again. Okay, yeah. So I think that was it. Shinzo, you know, have a. I think that's so cute. It's like shine zone. And it's like this thing. I meant to look it up, but you can look it up. It's the G20, and America it just lost complete control. They trying to put sanctions on Russia, you know, but nobody is abiding by the sanctions. You know, they're not supposed to do no business with Russia, but they're still doing business. So they like, okay, let's put a cap on how much you can do business with Russia. And it's like, we not doing none of it, you know? So why are you even trying to still tell us what to do? Have a seat, you know? And it's like they only put in the news what they doing. They having all these conferences with all these numbers, G7, G20, you know? And it's like, what you don't see is that we got our own bank financial system, united Muslim countries, you know, but they're not going to show you what's going on the other side of the world, you know. But there is, yes, a Muslim, like IMF, International Monetary Fund with Muslim countries. And it's way more than 20, you know. It's probably like 70, 80, you know, around there. Because I looked at every single country, every single representative to see what the names are, you know. And these countries have finance ministers and they all meet, you know, because I want a bank account with a Muslim financial institution. So when I looked that up, I found this information out and I was like, they dealing with countries, you know, and I just want a personal checking account or something. But they like, you know, finance ministers and assistants representing nations, and they all get together and money. But you know, that's what it's all boiling down to. You know, it's money. But yeah. So ain't nobody paying no attention to no sanctions, and Russia is like, you are not going to influence anybody anymore. Your sway is cut off. Nobody's listening to you anymore, paying any attention to you anymore. I'm like, oh Lord, walk bar. I don't know why I'm feeling so generous. I finished a scarf. I mailed it. I sent my son something. My sister, who's in CIW, I think that's where she is. I don't know, but I sent her a journal. I wanted to send her some stationery, you know, but I saw this cute journal and it was lavender, and lavender is like a color it's difficult to find, you know. But I said, let me not be selfish, because what they're doing is they gave her a tablet so she can do all of her communications online through these devices. But I'm like, as soon as we get like a good rapport, then they like, oh, we not gonna use that app no more. You gotta move over to this next one. And I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to keep up with you guys. I got an address now, so I'm back to writing letters, you know. And I used to be able to send some envelope and paper and stamps, because when you're in jail, all that costs money, or it costs your dessert or some type of barter that you could do, commissary or something. But I sent her this cute journal and this cute glittery pen. I'm hoping they let her have it because they're funny about stuff like that. I forgot, but I want her to have like something to make her happy, and glitter makes everybody happy. I mean, so anyway, I don't know if it's just me, but it's a full moon, so I don't know why. It's the end of our year. We got 2 weeks, and then it's gonna be a new year. Alhamdulillah. But let's see what else. Oh, Elon Musk was buying Twitter for $44 billion, right? But he was asking for some information about catfish accounts. I don't think his attorneys or he know that fake accounts are like catfish. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's something different for Twitter. I don't tweet or nothing. I'm trying to hang on to Facebook and they're trying to force me to the gram and I'm not going. So you might just have to catch me on my blog, if it actually ends up like that. But it's all, one thing. I go to my blog or Facebook and type something in, and I go to Google and they giving me information on stuff that I was doing on Facebook, and I'm like, can y'all keep up, catch up, But they crazy just how everything is. Now they ask you, can we look at the other stuff? No. Anyway, so he's not buying it, and they angry. $44 billion, they was probably set to retire once they made that deal, but he's like, never mind, I'm keeping my $44 billion in my brother's vest pocket. You know what I mean? I'll do something else with it if you don't want to give me the information I need, because they like giving them the runaround, giving them incomplete information or something that he didn't ask for, and it's like, how can you do business with someone like that? But that's like a thing now. It's a lot of unfair business transactions going on. I homeless, right? But I like to get a hotel and clean up, freshen up or whatnot. But so I booked this hotel room, and I'm gonna tell you it was like $400. So I get to the hotel, I'm ready to check in and everything. Oh, because you're using a debit card, you have to make a $500 like security deposit. I was like, what? And I don't know how much I got left, So I'm like, okay, go ahead, seeing it didn't go through. So I was like, all right, forget it. I don't have that deposit, and why do I need it anyway, But I don't think they would let me pay cash for some reason. The bottom line is they didn't want me at the hotel. That's what I got. Why I got to do all that? It's already $400. Just take the money out. Whatever it is. But then they didn't want to give me my money back. You got a no refund. Well, if I had known I was gonna have to make another $500, I wouldn't have booked it. Oh, sorry, it's no refund. You gonna keep my $400 because of some policy that you didn't inform me about. It's so unfair. But I called the company I booked through. I like Expedia. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go ahead and endorse them if you travel. And they were angry because I used a third party. That's, what she kept telling me, well, you didn't book through us. I was like, I didn't know that was an issue, But apparently she got her feelings hurt because I went through a third party or whatever. And I'm like, if I had known that, it would have been just as easy to book through you guys. I didn't know. It's just an app, and it was easy, so whatever. But I called them, and they ended up calling the hotel, because sometimes you have to have an intermediary, to speak on your behalf, which is what lawyers are supposed to do, what lawyers do. But I saw this clip, and I haven't watched Power since I was living in a communal thing, and it was on, and it was like X rated. I was like, I wish I hadn't come in here at that time. But I met this brother who said 50 stole his life and made that TV show. He was in LA looking for him because he went to sue him. I didn't see it, but I didn't hear, sometimes people know their own stuff, and he, I was like, I saw him again at the pier, and I didn't even bring it up because I don't believe in suing. The messenger said, why don't you go to Jesus and ask him about that? But it's, I was like, more power to you, if you feel like you've been treated unjustly, fight for justice. If you feel like it, so anyway, that's what he did. That's what he was doing. But that show Power 50, I feel like some people, like I decided my favorite rapper is Watts 1965. Hey girl, but she got some new, I saw her on like TikTok or something, and she got some new music out. It was banging. She was talking about Hatshep shit and all this like ancient black history and all type of things, and I was like, that's okay, she knows a little Islam, so that's good. And I'm feel like I have a personal mission to help my sisters, and I was saying that she is another one who I don't think she keeps in touch with her daughter. But I just want to tell you, if you watch 1965, that I think I saw your daughter, and I kind of got that sense because I don't talk to my mother either, but it was just really good because I don't know, she remembered me. I hadn't seen her since she was like 2, but she was like super tall because I was there when her mother met her father, and it was like, really? She was super tall. I was like, this what well, anyway, I was just like, I spoke to her. She was really cool because she was at her job taking care of herself, and I was like, I'm not gonna tell, but I just wanted you to know she's doing good from what I could see, because I like to travel and I only go places that are positive and happy and fun, so she's in one of those places and she's doing good. But my thing is trying to resolve issues between black mothers and our daughters. We got good relationships with our sons, but the ones who are responsible for bringing more black lives into the world, who is like, us again, and we have difficulty in those areas, just black women, period. Our sisterhood needs prayer. So it's like I don't know, a lot. I think about the prodigal son, and sometimes, well, he didn't, his father came to him, but a lot of times it helps to have an ambassador, just to try and feel the situation out. And so that's what I'm doing. So sisters, if you haven't talked to your daughter, seen your daughter, we all are different, we all have different situations, but just don't give up. It's been a long time since I talked to my daughter, and we got serious issues, like God and the devil type issues, and that's like oil and water, you know what I mean? It's physically impossible, but some things that you would think are physically impossible can, still happen. You just gotta go on another level. You gotta rise above the physical and make it happen, So, still, love my daughter, and it's just difficult when you don't have a mentor. It doesn't have to be a mother. It could be a TD, or somebody. Just because, like my son said, the Quran has a whole chapter dedicated to the women, So we definitely could use advice from someone who may have walked the road that we're on. Everybody's life is different, but it's some similarities there too, and it's good when you can find somebody who wants to help, say, well, I can't tell you what to do, but I can talk to you, about it, maybe give you some options, 'cause that's like the best thing you can have. You never want to be railroaded into one direction, I have to have options. If I don't have no other way out, I'm not going in. I don't. Some places are like that. You go in a parking lot, it's only one way in, one way out. Ain't that some kind of safety hazard or something? I'll be going in there. So anyway, just try to, me and my mother, it's like we also God and the devil. Maybe not so much God and the devil, or maybe yes. But I don't know. It's like you I don't know, Muslim and they Christian, or devils. They follow the devil. So being a Muslim is like difficult to tolerate people who refuse to recognize, right? People refuse to recognize, but so I can't tolerate that, but it's if you could get to a point where it's not hate, because I'm trying to live in peace and with nothing but goodness. I saw a definition of aloha, and it said everything that is good. It said in the world, but I think bigger than that. And it's like that's the way I try to live. I'm learning Arabic, but I don't want to learn no kind of negative words. And that's just me. I don't want to learn nothing negative. Just keep it positive. It's like you can always find something positive in everything. Yeah. So back to the news. It was, the G20, they trying to tell Russia what to do. America has no sway whatsoever over nobody. And this devil right by me. I don't know why I know why. She is a peace breaker. Wants to break my peace. But cannot be peace broken. I got stuff to tell you. Let me see what else it is. Look up the Islamic countries, organizations. It's a beautiful thing. I think about Idi Amin. He was like the dopest. Had them white people on their knees. Okay, let me see. Okay, way over here. Away from the devils. Oh man, I feel like just taking a minute for, let me see my, so appreciate the peace. Oh yeah, full moon tonight. It's over there. No, let's see. It's behind the tree somewhere, y'all. You heard the saying, I love you to the moon and back. I guess that's it. That's, well, I already told you about, like, what's going on where I'm at, the political situation. The original landowners are making moves, progress on returning the land and the water to the original inhabitants and taking it from these stupid devils who just want to take everything from them. You know, they take the water, but and it makes no sense, none whatsoever. It's crazy, you know, because it makes no sense. How can two people own an entire island and use everything on it for their own personal gain? They take the water and divert it to the farms, Mahi Pono, and they want to renew some type of contract for the next 30 years. But the people are, you know, gathering public opinion, getting people involved, and it goes on the ballot Friday, July 15th. That's the next county council meeting. So yeah, you get people involved and vote them out, because that makes no sense that, you know, people should have to pay for their own water. You know, and then everywhere when I got here, I saw dry, parched land. Whatever they're doing is failing. You know, these are tropical islands. You can walk down the street and find fruit just growing because the ground is like that. On my way here, I saw some chickens eating a papaya. You know, they just on the ground. You know, and I'm like, what's going on? It's so green. I'm trying to like them. You know, I'm trying to get used to them. I lived in you know, we always live in a communal area, and a lot of times people are from other countries, you know, black people from other countries. And one, it was two sisters, and night and day, one of them was eating papaya. That's what I call it. I like that better. The other way sounds too American. So she was eating papaya, and she gave us some of that. One time she made a cake, and she gave us one. And her sister, one time I went in the kitchen, and in a pot on the stove, no lid on it, I just looked, and there was a big snout. Grossed me completely out, but it was just disgusting. I never seen nothing like that. Okay, in conclusion, when I came here, and you know, the Bible Revelation talks about the mark of the beast, right? And the messenger just simplifies everything, make everything simple and plain, and said it was your name, you know, your slave name. You got the devil's slave name. But when I came here, it was during the corona, right? And so they like keeping track of everybody, and it's another way they're keeping track of people. When you're online on the computer and they ask, can they track everything you do on the computer? First it was just to um, filter the advertisements more towards your personality or whatever, but they just want to be all in your business. And then our school, we had to read 1984 about Big Brother, right? But it ain't, I don't know what it is. It's the devil. But they made me get a QR code, and it's like, I don't know. I did not want it, but it was like they had me hemmed up. I didn't have a choice. Like, you going to jail. And I don't know what jail is like in Hawaii. You probably get pineapples and stuff for your meals. But I did not want to go. So I was just like, next thing I know, okay, we made this QR code for you. And it's like you scan it and then all my information or something, whatnot comes up. And it was just, I didn't want it, so I don't know what, I've seen, for your bank account, they'll have a code, that you can scan or whatever, but I don't know, it feels like more than that. Everybody got a file on with a code. It's just really creepy, but anyway, I'm at 30 minutes and the sun is going down, and I don't know, it's the water is like giving me bad energy, but Allah is the greatest, Allah Wakabar, Alhamdulillah, Subhanallah, just stay positive, everything passes, I had a life where I never knew unhappiness, my entire life. And I'm grateful that I had that. All right. So yeah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I know I'm gonna think of something else I'm forgetting, but time is a concern now. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna just go ahead on and not let them dictate my movements. That's freedom. You know what I mean? Whenever you don't have to worry about time and money, you can live free. You can see the beauty. When I said I'm just going to go ahead, and the sky got a little bit brighter, and I'm noticing the mountains. I can't put my camera, but I'm going to show you that big monstrosity on wheels just left on the water. I call it an accident waiting to happen. Big old cross ship. I don't know why they call it that, but it's like death on wheels, you know what I mean? But everything just got a little bit brighter when I removed the elements of time and money. Space is good. I like space. You have your own position where you are. Just the moment, appreciate the moment that you're in, whatever, whenever, whatever you are, just be happy, appreciate it, because there's always somebody worse. I guess that's one way of looking at it, but not to even compare your situation to somebody else. Just be grateful, for what you have, and don't compare yourself to nobody else. Just, be grateful, be happy, count your blessings. Just one. Is good. Allah is most merciful. It's incomprehensible how merciful He is. Just one. The messenger, he like to get into infinity. But yeah, I think I'm a Oh, there it is. Hey, Kamaru. Now I gotta get my ukulele. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, let me see. Put my head in. Oh, there it is. Wait, is that it? Okay, right between these trees. Okay, those trees. Apple, you really need to do better. You see it right there? I can't really zoom in, but there it is. Why can't I zoom in? I can't flip. Now it's tripping on the zoom. But there it is. All right, I'm probably gonna take a still and post a still on the camera. But yes, enjoy this full moon. We halfway through the month. So if there's anything, and I hope it's something that you wanted to accomplish this month, this year. We got 2 more weeks. Whatever you want, and if not, just go on to the next year until you accomplish it. Whatever. Extend your deadline. I cannot stand deadlines. My deadline is my deadline. That's the only one. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Talk to your daughters. Talk to your mothers, your grandmothers, your aunties. Let's be sisters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.